Make a splash. Fun in the sun. There are lots of things to love about summer, but cheesy marketing copy isn't among them. Today, we talk about what actually works this season, so stick with us because things are heating up. But first, today's coffee break is brought to you by Paralegal, the video game. Navigate the halls of justice in this high-stakes first-person shooter. Race to the courtroom with an overflowing briefcase without dropping any papers. Suss shady jurors during voir dire. Draft documents, contracts, and deposition summaries one-handed while eating lunch at your desk. Experience the non-stop fun of Paralegal, the video game. Welcome to an almost productive coffee break, the same bold flavor of our original podcast brew in a single shot. Perfect for those times when you need a quick marketing pick-me-up.
I'm Sean.
I'm Julie.
And I'm Addie.
And we are all marketing professionals at New Boston Creative Group in Manhattan, Kansas. So gang, what do you all love about summer? Food, activity, locales?
Aperol Spritz. I love Aperol Spritz in the summer. It's the best. Like the first 70-degree day, I'm ready. I'm jonesing for the first one of the season. And then patio weather, the pool. Yeah, those are the big ones. Summer vacations. There's a lot to love about summer.
There is.
Yeah, vacation's a good one. I guess barbecue and getting sunburned. No. Sunscreen, no. Sweating, no.
That's true.
A lot of negatives all of a sudden.
Sean's like, I'm really more of a winter kind of guy.
Yeah, to be fair. More of a cool weather guy.
Understandable.
A lot of trauma in the summer for this pale boy.
I noticed that marketing wasn't on that list.
Oh, yeah. What I meant to say is I love 4th of July ads.
Mm-hmm. Me
for
too.
mattresses.
Well, that's a great segue because when you think of summer marketing, what springs to mind?
Funny enough, back to school ads.
Still summer.
Still summer, but they start sneaking those in. And even as an adult, I get a sinking feeling in my stomach when I see them.
Sad. 4th of July mattress ads. I'm going to take Sean's. I think for sure that's definitely yes. Or furniture for some reason. Furniture 4th of July ads. Very patriotic to be purchasing dressers in July for some reason.
Yeah, that's an odd one for sure. Which is weird because furniture, not one of the top verticals. So I'm going to hit y'all up with a little summer trivia. Can you guess among the top 5 verticals?
One's got to be just like water balloons, right?
Oh, I think that's number 6.
Oh, okay.
Is toys one of them? Is that a thing?
Toys is not. Well, actually, water balloons could fall under number 2 because outdoor recreation is number 2.
Ah. I was trying to think like maybe
water balloons.
Yeah, outdoor like vacation related. I didn't know.
Travel and tourism is number 1.
Restaurants? I can't even think of other industries right now.
Food and beverage is number 3. So you all have hit the top 3 there. Fashion is number 4. So if you think swimsuits, summer accessories, that sort of thing. And number 5 is entertainment. So if you think blockbuster movies, events, concerts, that sort of thing. So
okay, that all checks out.
Top 5.
Yeah, tracks.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, social media use increases. Why do you all think that would be?
Maybe kids are out of school, so they get 8 hours a day back to have more time to rot their brains instead of hanging out outside.
Yeah, good call. Either that or there's more to post. So like people are doing more things. And so they're like, oh yeah, now I can post that I'm at this event or that I'm eating this food or whatever.
That's a good call.
Yeah, look at me having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then there are the FOMOers. Why does that sound dirty? The doom scrollers who are just going to be jelly. Last bit of trivia is there is actually an increased ad spend during summer. And one of the articles I read theorized that that's because there is increased consumer spend, especially in the verticals we mentioned, but overall, consumer spending tends to go up in the summer. So a lot of good reasons, a lot of good things to advertise. What do you all, apart from the cheesy copy, what do you think some traps are that people fall into during summer?
Doing a 4th of July ad and having it run through August. That is just not a good, it's not a good idea. That, spoiler, is a marketing pet peeve, but that drives me a little crazy. You know the timeline of when this ad will run, and you're choosing to pigeonhole yourself into the 4th of July. That just feels like a very odd choice.
I think there's a trap, too, of assuming people aren't paying attention because they're on vacation or traveling. And while possible that maybe engagement metrics go down, the data that I saw definitely showed that people are active on social. So I would say a pitfall would be saying we're not going to market over the summer to take a vacation from your marketing, especially if you could stand out amongst all the cliches like, oh, you don't normally see that this time of year.
Definitely. I was about to say, I wonder if that is audience dependent. Like if there are certain groups who are kind of checked out during the summer or who are maybe hyper busy during the summer. But my first thought with that was teachers, and that's certainly not true. I mean, teachers are probably burned out during the summer and taking a break, but I'm sure their social media use is increasing.
Yeah, I think because you even mentioned like all those industries that are up, those are definitely people you want to be reaching during the summer, not taking a break. And you know, it's one of those things like you never really want to take a break from your marketing. If you do have a slow area, that's a time to start building for the next run and not shutting anything down.
That's right, folks. You heard it here. Do not take a break from your marketing. And if you need help, we just might know some folks. All right. Last round of questions. And there's no right or wrong answer. We're all just having fun, brainstorming, spitballing here. But I'm curious what you all would do differently during summer, if anything, on channels like social, email, ads, and other channels. But what might you do to either stand out or be more seasonal?
I think just going a little against the grain. Can I mention like everybody's doing the same thing? And so everybody's doing a 4th of July. Everybody's doing this summery, beachy sort of thing. You can sort of pivot and stand out by not doing those sort of things and finding something that's actually unique or creative to your business.
The only thing I can think of to not do is to maybe be too serious. I think for the summer, even adults are more in a happy-go-lucky, it's vacation, just a lighter mood and mindset. So to not lean too scare tactic-y or to lean too dark during that time period.
Addie, I think that would be especially smart for email, because if you are traveling, maybe you're trying not to check your emails. So if you're going to try to get into someone's inbox, make it fun, make it rewarding for if they click on that. I think that lightening up the tone and the messaging makes sense.
Yeah, maybe even during this time, it's even more important than normal to provide value because people, especially folks who don't work during the summer, don't need to be thinking about work. They don't need to be thinking about their to-do list. So if you're sending them something, make sure it's worth their time.
And for those schlubs of us who are duking it out in the summer, we need to feel happy too because we're stuck in an office. So lighten our load too.
Hear that, Sean? Maybe we should start taking.
We love our jobs.
Opposite,
no, what Addie said. What Addie said.
We do love our jobs. What Julie said.
And
this is being recorded, both of you.
Summer jam. Top summer jam?
Oh, the pressure.
I mean, I'm old, but anything by 311 will work.
I'm going to say Cruel Summer, Taylor Swift, or the classic Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That really feels like a summer vibe.
Those are good.
Nice. Yeah. Good.
What about you, Julie? Do you have one?
When I think about summer, there's an oldies song called In the Summertime. I will not sing it because I won't do that to your ears. But yeah, it's like 1960s style oldie.
Nice.
And it's a good vibe. So less a jam, more of a toe tapper.
Works.
All right. On that note, I will lead us out with a joke. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it.
Oh, I should have known that one.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Almost Productive. If you'd like to learn more about what we do at New Boston Creative Group, you can reach out to us at newbostoncreative.com. You can also follow us on social media at New Boston Creative on Instagram and New Boston Creative Group on Facebook and LinkedIn. If you liked this episode, please like, follow, subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast with your friends. And if you didn't like the show, feel free to recommend us to your enemies. Tune in next time for some more office shenanigans, thoughts on trending topics, and marketing-adjacent insights. Until next time, we hope you have a productive day.